Founded by Utah native Herm Hughes, Hughes General Contractors has grown from a concrete chute, a pickup truck, and a Victor adding machine into an impressive contracting firm ranked as a top general contractor for the state. After Herm's untimely death, his son Glenn led the company through a period of unprecedented growth. The company remains family-owned and maintains its headquarters in Utah.
First and foremost, enough cannot be said about the vision of Glenn Hughes and his ability to see the potential back in the 60s when he took the reins of the company. He took it from a residential company. He saw the opportunity in the commercial market and tried to take advantage of that.
I think the growth was pretty stable in the 70s and 80s, but in my mind, as I watched the company, there was one significant project that kind of vaulted us from where we were kind of plateauing to where we are today, and that was the structural repair and maintenance facility at Hale Air Force Base. It was the biggest job that the company had ever done, and it was a very complicated job. It was a job that Hughes as a company basically had the most intuitive approach to it. Everybody said we couldn't do it, but it was one that really launched us from where we were to the growth that we started to achieve after that. So I think that was probably one of the most significant projects we had.
Other projects that we have done, participation in the Salt Palace. At the time, that was the biggest project we had ever worked on, and even though it was a joint venture, still it was a substantial project. Another project that really stands out is one that has recently been completed, and that's the Ogden High School reconstruction.
Well, Ogden High School ended up being a three-phase project. The first phase, we did a cafeteria expansion to the existing facility, and then there's a standalone physical education building. And then it ended up going to a expansion and renovation inside to the historical auditorium that everyone is familiar with. And then classroom improvements, science labs, and then the third phase was basically to take the third floor, which was basically a shell space that hadn't been used, and turn it into usable space.
Hughes General Contractors grew steadily through each decade. Now, with the third generation of the Hughes family at the helm, the family continues to grow and refine its skills in construction and construction management. Hughes benefits from an experienced management team and many members who have been with the company for 20 to 30 years. Hughes' expertise includes heavy-duty shops, manufacturing facilities, office buildings, educational facilities, mass excavation operations, municipal structures, athletic complexes, arts, and public work complexes. Hughes is an established forerunner in the art of tilt-up construction and concrete work, a pioneer of environmentally friendly, LEED-approved buildings in the state, and a nationally recognized expert in historical restoration. One of Hughes's major markets is the construction of educational facilities. Building multiple higher education projects, as well as hundreds of school projects in over 30 school districts, Hughes understands that the building itself is a tool for learning. This understanding has resulted in Hughes constructing some of the most innovative learning environments in the state.
One of our specialties here at Hughes General Contractors is concrete tilt-up buildings. We've done extensive study and research and trying to perfect the process of the concrete tilt-up building. We take the time and effort to end up with high quality, smooth, consistent finishes in our concrete and leave them with exposed sandblasted concrete. So there's no maintenance issues for the owner in terms of having to come back and paint their building every 5 to 7 years.
We've even done a tilt-up building that we cast here in North Salt Lake, Utah and built in Kimmerer, Wyoming, and trucked the panels up, and it stopped traffic in that small community because one day the building is not there and the next day much of the building's there, and a couple days later it looks like the walls of the building are all up.
We have designed tilt-ups in shapes and sizes like shapes of a basketball, curved, radiuses, arced, you name it. And until Hughes has done some of these projects, I've never seen any of those. The tilt-ups that we do at Hughes their innovation.
I think what makes Hughes stand out about other companies is the amount of resources that the company has and the diversity of talent and ability, from the earthwork division to design build to the vast array of equipment, cranes, excavators, concrete pump trucks, laser screeds. It allows us to be flexible and hold schedules on projects that I think other contractors are susceptible to just relying on subcontractors and suppliers.
We're a general contractor that really excels during the design phase. We try and provide the architect and owner with very accurate early cost estimating so that they know how much they can put into their project.
We're able to work through cost scenarios throughout design. In design build, the contractor is able to work with the architect in creating a great design and a great value for the owner.
Hughes really cares about their clients and strive hard to deliver a building that they'll be happy with.
I think the future for Hughes is bright because of the resources and capabilities of the company and the long history of the company to get to this point.
Hughes is going to continue to grow. There's going to continue to be opportunity for those that would like to have it.